Alright, here we have the anniversary Wonderboy collection. Not to be mistaken for Wonderboy collection, because that version only has the arcade versions of Wonderboy, whereas when you're looking for this, look for the word anniversary in the title, alright? Because this one has all of the versions of Wonderboy. And I mean all of them. So you've got Wonderboy, the first one, obviously. You got the System 1 version, which is the arcade version. You've got the SG-1000. Never played that version. The Sega Mark III. So yeah, I think this is all of them. Maybe not. Was it released for like the Commodore 64 or something? Because I don't think that version's on here. You've got the Master System version, which is the one I'm most familiar with. And yeah, then you've got the Game Gear, the Japanese version. And you've got Revenge of Drancon, which I can only assume is the English version of the Game Gear edition. So yeah, I don't know why they changed it. Possibly because of Adventure Island probably being too similar or something. I don't know. But no, that wouldn't make sense because the title's different. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I have to look that up. But yeah, so it's really cool. You've got. Oh, we'll go to the first one and we'll go to the Master System version because that's the one I'm most familiar with. So as for video settings, you don't really have a lot here to play with. So you've just got display. You've got full screen, obviously. If you're a complete monster, you can play it with stretched out pixels like that. I get it though. If you got a huge TV, you want to, make the most of it. You got six. Oh, was it? No, sorry, 4.3 and 1 by 1. I don't know. And then you got Pixel Perfect, which is great. That's probably what I'll be playing it with. And for whatever reason, if you want to squint your eyes, you can play it at 1 times perfect. So that looks really tiny. We're just going to go for perfect for now. Scale filter, we've got crispy, soft, and you can just turn it off. I don't know what the heck. Obviously I want mine crispy. Wallpaper, you can like customize that. Yeah, looks like there's not really a lot you can do there. I'm just going to go light. Alright. And shaders, CRT, which is nice, that looks cool. You can fick around with that if you want to. I don't really care. I just like it looking as it is. Oh, I don't want that actually. I don't want the shader there. Go away. Okay. Resume. Alright, that's cool. I customized the controls too, because before you would have to hold down the R1 button to jump higher like this. Otherwise, his default jumps like that. I mean, probably not a lot of people realize this, but you gotta hold down one button to jump higher. When you first play it, it's like, okay, why is this jump so crap? But yeah, you gotta hold down a button to jump higher. So yeah, the Master System version, like I said, is the one I've got the most experience with. It's a damn fun game, and plays a lot differently to the other versions of Wonderboy. So we're going to close this now, which I will demonstrate. So we've got the arcade version. Let's just check that out for fun. Puts a coin in. You click the left stick to put the coin in. The funny thing about this game is though, I could not find it by just browsing. Oh, this one's still set to holding the R1 button down. I could not find this game on the actual PlayStation. I'm playing this on the PS5, by the way. It should be available for PS4, Xbox, possibly Xbox One, S and X, and it's definitely, I think, available for the Nintendo Switch. But again, just be careful you don't get just the standard Wonderboy collection. Look for the word anniversary in the title. So yeah, this was not on the store. This was actually, I had to go on the PlayStation website, and then only then could I find it, and then I just logged in and downloaded it through there. So it's strange, they're hiding some games from the store. Same with I had the same problem with getting the Metal Slug Anthology for the PS4 version on my PS5. I just could not find it on the store at all. But for some reason, yeah, you've got to go onto a computer, go to the PlayStation website, and then, you know, find it there. So yeah. Anyway, this is a lot of fun. I could do this all day. I'm going to go back to the different versions. So you've got so Wonderboy. That's the first one. The second one plays a lot differently to the first. I mean a lot differently. It's a totally different genre of game. It plays more as an action RPG. So Wonderboy in Monster Land. This is the Master System version that I'm most familiar with. So, right, we'll start it here. This is one I had problems with when I was trying to show off the Retron 5 3-in-1 adapter. It didn't quite work. When I plugged it into my Sega Megadrive Model 2, like, most games worked, but it would only work if you used the actual Master System controller. So yeah, keep that in mind. I'll keep a link to that video below. Actually, if you want to check that out, if you're interested in like playing these games on original hardware. So Master System games and the Retron 5 3-in-1 adapter do work in the original Mega Drive Model 2 and the original Mega Drive Model 1. I've had more success though with the Model 2. You can do more fun stuff. Well, you can play, like, most games work better with it. When you first defeat that boss, try to stay away from the key, because as soon as you touch the key, it gets you out of the room and you lose all those coins you just earned. And gold is really important in this game. So yeah, that was the first area. We're going to leave that now. So, this kind of confused me, because Wonderboy 3 for the Master System was Wonderboy 3 Dragon's Trap. But this is Wonderboy 3 Monster Lair. So I was like, what is this? So you've got System 16, which is the arcade version. Then you've got the Sega Genesis version. We're going to go to System 16 and try that out. Insert a coin. And away we go. Now it's like, what the heck is this? This plays kind of like a combination of the first Wonderboy with the second. So he's got a sword, but it doesn't really play as an action RPG as such. I'm seeing a lot of action, but not really much RPG going on. So yeah, interesting. And it looks like you have that gauge that you fill up your vitality meter or whatever it's called as you go along by eating food or defeating enemies or whatever it is that you got to do here. I think it's, yeah, eating food in this. Yeah, I haven't really had too much experience with this one, so it's something I'm going to play later on. Like I said, I'm going to play through all of these eventually in chronological order. So we're going to go back. There's a Sega Genesis version of that too. I'm guessing that game would be bloody expensive, so I'm really glad that they've re-released some of these. You've got Wonderboy 2. So, oh, sorry, Monster World 2, which is, this is Dragon's Trap right here. So you've got, yeah, down here these are different versions. I'm going to go Master System. Again, it's the one I'm familiar with. So this is actually Dragon's Trap. Blah de blah de blah. Right. So yeah, pretty cool. If you haven't played Dragon's Trap, it is a fun game. There's a modern version for it released for the Nintendo Switch, and I think it's for other consoles too. Should be for the PS5 and Xboxes and stuff. Pretty good game, and the graphics look really beautiful because you can switch from like retro to modern, which is a nice touch. That's kind of it's a really good idea for like a remake or remaster type thing. Then we have Monster World 3, this one I have for the Master System, a physical copy, and I do have a version for the Megadrive. Now this is where it threw me off, because the Megadrive version is the Japanese version. So I clicked on this first, thinking, oh, Megadrive, cool. In New Zealand we had the Megadrive, it wasn't called Sega Genesis. So it was called the Megadrive in Japan, the UK and New Zealand, and Australia. So it was quite a shock when I clicked on it. I was like, where the hell's the English version? But yeah, you gotta go on the Genesis version, that's just the English version of it. It's essentially the same. It's one's American, because the Genesis, obviously it won't bother you if you're American, because you're used to it being called the Genesis. Sorry, I've got a bit of a funny throat. I'm trying to drink water to disguise it, but it's not working. Okay, so this one graphically looks fantastic. There is a lot of yabbering at the start. Oh, that's another thing too that's really cool, I'll bring up in a second, as soon as I can get some gameplay going. Right, so you get out here. There's also a rewind feature, which is nice. Kind of comes standard with these kind of like retro remakes or re-releases. You kind of have that, but there's also a fast forward option if you get like if you're kind of sick of the way Harry walked quite slowly, you can kind of do that. Or you can just mash the button to fast forward through all the text if you can't be bothered with listening to them drag on. So it's pretty cool. Nice touch. I like it. Get out of that. Go back. And of course, finally we have Monster World 4. Now, this one I've never played, and I believe this one would be really, really expensive if you can find a copy of it. So again, you've got the Mega Drive version, which is Japanese, and the Genesis version, which is in plain English. So let's try out the Genesis version, because yeah, obviously the other version I can't read. So I mean, I can barely read English, let alone Japanese. Right. We'll fast forward through this, blah 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 blah. Just pressing the fast forward button now. Obviously, this is the speed now that it runs normally. Very nice graphics, very lovely looking animation there. There's nothing really Wonderboy about it, is there? She's a girl after all. So this looks like a lot of fun. Look at those clouds, don't they look awesome? Right, bugger off. Okay, so you can move left, right, jump. I like the jump animation, it's quite cool. Her legs like stick out as she's falling. You got your cool sword animation. Look at that wind animation's pretty nice with the bushes here. Very beautiful looking game. Lovely looking pixel art. You can go inside this tent. May as well. Nice climbing animation here. I'm not going to go near her because she just drags on. But yes, very, very cool game. Oops, I'm having a bit of trouble getting up here. Nothing to do with the controls, it's just purely down to my own retardation. Okay, so then you just exit the... What the heck is that thing? That's like got to be one of the coolest sprites I've ever seen. And yeah, so you got to leave this village and go slay yourself some monsters or something. You know how all these kind of Japanese RPG style games go. And you come back and your village is like burned to the ground or something. So yeah, they're all waving you goodbye. Okay, so what do I think of Wonderboy Anniversary Collection, or Anniversary Wonderboy Collection rather? Again, look for the word anniversary if you're going to get this game. Gallery, you've got, these are some pictures here, some pretty pictures. Wonderboy Collection. Look at that artwork. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, would I recommend this to you, fellow viewer? If you like the Wonderboy games, if you've played them and you enjoy them, this is a must-buy. If you have not played them and like what you see, then I still recommend you definitely get it, because there's a lot of game here. Especially Wonderboy is just like the first one to me is always going to be my favorite. It's just a really good one to chuck on, and just like if you just feel like getting into an arcade game, getting like immersed into an arcade game and just like kicking some ass, it's a really cool game to just chuck on. But if you want to like kind of do a more RPG style game, then yeah, you can also save states as well, which is quite handy. So if I can boot up this. Obviously you got states, yeah, load, save. So yeah, very cool, very cool. Highly recommend this. Have you played any of the Wonderboy games? What is your opinion on them? Please leave a comment. I will leave a link to, like I said, that Retron 5 3-in-1 adapter. I've done 2 videos about that. I'll leave that in the description below if you're interested in playing your original hardware on the Megadrive Model 2 or Sega Genesis Model 2. Yeah, so if you're interested in playing Master System games on that. And I will catch you in the next one, so take care, guys.